Tonight's video is about a man so obsessed over losing his fiance that he goes and murders her best friend. This is the story of Eric Copel. Have you heard this story? Well, here's a good stop for you. Maybe I even have some details you haven't heard if you've heard it before. So, this is Screams for You, and I'm V. Turn down those lights and lock those doors. Here's a scream you can't ignore. So, Eric Matthew Copel is 27 years old. And he's engaged to be married to Lily Prudhomme. And their relationship got pretty rocky, and she called off the whole entire thing. The wedding, being with him, everything. She was done. They were having lots of problems, I guess. And during this time, her best friend and her best friend's roommate, Zara, I believe that's how you say your name. Sorry if I messed it up. She was a former beauty queen, and she worked at a local pretty famous winery. And her roommate was in Sagna, an engineer at the sanitation department. Now, there was a third roommate, and she narrowly escaped, and she's the one that called the police. And when the police arrive, they find the two other women stabbed to death. There was no help that could be given. It became a mystery about who would even do such a thing, but they found some cigarette butts with DNA on them. And when they ran that DNA, it came back to Eric Matthew Copel. Now, this took a while, and it's not something that happened right away. So during this time, while they're trying to figure out who committed these murders, Lily and Eric get married. And, they reconciled and ended up being back together. Now, when confronted with this evidence, Lily said no way, and she stood by him throughout the trial and everything. But he was guilty. He murdered both women pretty much over jealousy. So he kind of thought that Lily's best friend was the reason why they had broken up in the first place. And once they were broken up, they started planning a trip to Australia. And this really hurt his feelings and got him upset, I guess. He blamed depression and alcohol and, stuff, anything to take the responsibility off of himself. Like a lot of killers will do, it's not my fault. I was on drugs and alcohol. So he was buying it, and he pretty much admitted his guilt at some point in time and then was sentenced to life. So these two women lost their lives over nothing. I mean, she broke up with him. Obviously, she had a good reason. I never get that when people are like, oh, I got so mad and I had to shoot up work because I lost my job. Well, if you're the kind of person that would shoot up your work because you lost a job, that's probably why you lost your job in the first place. You know what I mean? I don't get it. I just don't get it. And how she stuck by him even after that, I don't understand that either. But I guess everybody has their own path in life. So, who knows? Anyways, if you think that's interesting, we got so much more coming up. We got a nightclub in Romania that catches fire. We have Cindy Song, who disappeared on Halloween with no trace, and they still cannot find her. We are also doing Egypt Air Flight 990 that went down on Halloween night. And we're doing Halloween attraction tragedies. So don't miss out on any of those. Like and subscribe. And thanks for watching. Have a creepy night.